good afternoon or good night to everybody. This is not where I really wanted to start this video, but kind of got held up. Well, it is Friday the 19th at 8 o'clock at night, and we just got hooked up to our loaded trailer here in Sioux City, Iowa. And we've been waiting since noon yesterday for this, which that happens. I pull reefer, I haul a lot of fresh raw meat. And right now I'm loaded with 43,000 pounds of pork belly. So this load, we picked it up here in Sioux City finally at 8 o'clock at night. And we are headed for Davenport, Iowa. It will deliver Monday at 7 a.m. Just because this is my homeward bound load. So yeah, so it's 8 o'clock at night now, and we are just now getting on the road. And according to the GPS, we'll be at home around 2:30 in the morning. So you guys will get some nighttime driving. So hey. You'll have to excuse the window. I did not clean it like I should have. But I'm homeward bound and I just want to go. So I'm not doing all the unnecessary things tonight. Usually I would have, when I stopped and scaled there, I would have gotten, or when I stopped and scaled, I would have washed my window, but like I said, we're homeward bound. We're putting this International in the wind, and we're going to cover some ground. So we are just getting off I-29 in Sioux City and getting on US 20 East, and we're literally going to truck most of this highway from the western state line pretty much all the way to the eastern line, because we'll run this all the way over to Waterloo, Iowa, and get on I-380, drop that south, and hop on US 30 and take that all the way home. Stuff right here just blows my mind. One, not the truck blowing my doors off coming to a stop sign, but we are on a 4-lane US highway, and in the middle of this little town there's a 4-way stop. Why? instead of running 65 through here, we slow down to 55. Like, that makes sense. But why a four-way stop? No sense to me. None whatsoever, because it's not like this side street right here has a whole lot of traffic. Just dumb. Absolutely dumb. Well, 3 hours and 240 miles later, we're finally going around Waterloo. We're going on the south side here, still on 20. And here in a couple of miles, we're actually going to stop up here in Evansdale, still Waterloo pretty much. And we're gonna top off the truck, refill our DEF, top it off, check the reefer, see where we're at. I got the reefer set at 28 degrees and it's set on continuous. So what that means is the reefer, or the refrigeration unit on the trailer, is on non-stop the whole time there's product in there. And so there's continuous and then there's start and stop. So on the start and stop, what it is like if you set it at 28, it will fluctuate between 24 and 32 degrees. So you set it at 28, and then what it'll do is it'll cool itself down to 24, shut off. Once the internal temp of the box or the trailer gets up to 32 degrees, it kicks back on. But with this product, the customer requested it be continuous. So it doesn't, on continuous, it doesn't really stay at the pressure or at the temperature you have it set at. It kind of fluctuates just a little bit still. It'll bounce between 27 and 29 degrees. So it's not as big of a difference, but it keeps it more consistent that way. So, and that's what they want for these pork bellies for some reason. They took another load of pork bellies to the same customer in Davenport. It was out of a different location though. And I was able to run it on start and stop. So I don't know if it's more of a shipper requirement or what, but we do as we're asked. Keeps us out of trouble, keeps me and the company from having to pay customer fines and all that stuff. So we just do it. But anyways, the original point was is on continuous, when I picked the trailer up, it had I don't know, about 7/8 of a tank, a little more, give or take. But continuous, obviously, since it runs so much, it burns fuel at a higher rate. So, and on these refrigerated trailers, if you don't know, or for the ones that don't know, it has its own 50-gallon fuel tank. So you got to keep an eye on it throughout your run, especially when it's on continuous. So we will check it here. My hope is that it doesn't need fuel yet. It shouldn't. It's only been on for 3 hours. Well, I've had it for 3 hours. I don't know how long it sat in the dock. Turned on. But I'm hoping that I can not have to fill it up right now, and I can fill it up where I park my truck when I'm on home time, because then I shouldn't have to fill it up while I'm on home time. Because I'm only going to be home for just over 34 hours this time around, which is the DOT, our rules and regulations. That's the minimum requirement to reset our clocks for our work week. So, and that's pretty much all I'm going to get at home this weekend, which is fine because I had 3.5 days off last weekend. So, but yeah, my goal is to hopefully not have to fill up until I get there, or fill the reefer up until I get there, because then I won't have to top it off again until I take off to start my week. So, but we'll see. Alright, so fueled up, deffed up, got drinks, got a receipt, filled out our fuel log for payroll, and now we're going to get out of here. We're just beyond the halfway point. Say we're about 60% home. We got 140 miles to go, and it looks like we'll be there at 2:45 since we had to stop for fuel, which I knew we were going to. We did not have to fill up the reefer. Still got 3/4 of a tank, so we'll get home and we will fuel it up at Quick Star before we park, and it'll be good until Sunday night. Because it is currently 12:06 in the morning on the 20th, which is Saturday. Which is also mine and my wife's 11-year anniversary today. So it's kind of nice that I get to be home this weekend. Because usually, I'm not home for our actual anniversary. I'm usually home, like around our anniversary, like either the weekend just before or the weekend just after. But never usually like on our anniversary. I can't remember the last time I was home on our actual anniversary, so that's gonna be kind of nice. almost there. Coming down the hill into town now. And like I said, it was the longest 75 miles of this whole flipping trip. It still didn't do too bad on time. 140 miles from where we stopped and got fuel to here, and it's taken us a total of 2 hours and 20 minutes so far. So I mean that jives, you know, for running 70 and 55. So wasn't horrible. Get through these next few lights and our truck stop will be on the right. Top off this reefer and go to bed. Look at that. Nice 379 with a spread axle reefer. Didn't stay green for very long. That guy went around the block just to come in the wrong side of the bumps. So we got our reefer topped off. Now we're gonna go in the back row, straight ahead of us. We're gonna find a spot. Because that's where they like us to park. Some people don't follow the rules and they just park all fucking willy-nilly and everywhere, but I've been parking here for wife. We bought her house 7 years ago, 7-ish years ago. So, yeah, been parking here a long time. So I like to follow the rules so they don't, harass me or anything later on. They won't, but a lot of spots. I'm gonna go all the way down to the end though by this purple truck, see if there's a spot open first. For one, it's the farthest away from the building, and two, it's the most lit area of the parking lot. So I used to park over here all the time, and then these hopper bottoms moved into the area, which I'm not saying anything bad about them. I'm just saying they kind of came in and took my spot. Which that's okay. Truck on my passenger side is parked like right on the line. I don't think that hopper bottom is going to go anywhere over the weekend, but in case he does, I want to be centered in this spot, so if any other jackwagon decides to come in here, they don't tear my mirrors off. That, and I know this truck on my passenger side, this JB Hunt, he'll end up leaving at some point. We're done. Well, I'm gonna hop off here, edit this video, and get it up for all you fine people. So y'all enjoy your weekend, and we'll catch up with you Monday.